I'm still amazed at the amount of fucking views that How to Be a Nightclub Promoter gets, and the amount of questions that come in. And somebody asked me, what are the kind of the key lessons that you learned as a nightclub promoter? And the first thing is, you're only as good as your last night. So you can host the biggest, best night ever, and everybody loves you, and then you host a crap night and everybody hates you. And you have to pick yourself up out of the dirt and climb that ladder again. So consistency is absolutely key. You need to make sure you don't lose the cool, which is so difficult in nightclub promoting, because to be fair, when things are good, there's loads of girls, there's loads of drink, there's loads of fun, and it's so easy to get distracted, or it's so easy to take things for granted that perhaps contributed to that success, piss people off, or perhaps get a bit too cocky and throw something out there that isn't as good as it should be, in which case it falls flat in its face. And yeah, when things go bad in nightclubs, it can be really, really challenging. You know, if you don't fill a club, all the staff are there, they have to go home early so they don't get their hours, and they really need those hours. So you have a huge responsibility, but also a vulnerability. Some of them are scary guys. So anyway, consistency is absolutely key. You're only as good as your last night. That's something that I would massively, massively impart. Second thing is, you have to be upfront with people. You can't bullshit, because you will get caught out. There's this big kind of idea around the nightclub promoter as this please all person. And that works if you're trying to just sell one night out, that you'll tell everybody, oh, it's fine, I'll do this for you, and I'll do this for you, and I'll do this for you. And then they turn up on the night and you underwhelm. Well, the next time you make promises, nobody will believe you, and everybody will absolutely shit on you. So the key thing to do is to actually not just honor your word in nightclub promoting, but actually give a little bit of extra value. So if you say you're going to look after somebody and reserve a table, give them a complimentary round of drinks. If you say you're going to give somebody a complimentary round of drinks, give them a reserved area. If you say you're going to look after them getting in, look after them for free, but also skip them the queue. All those little things with a personal touch will help people really appreciate and value you. And it means when you pick up the phone and ask for a favor, they'll actually say yeah, because you've done them so many favors. Whereas, as I said, if you've oversold, under-delivered, you try to call the person and they won't even pick up the phone. In actual fact, they'll tell everybody else as well, and so you won't just piss off one customer, you'll lose a potential 10 others. So that's something really, 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 really important. Kind of on that same point is, when you mess up, admit it, apologize, sort it out. Think long-term, not short-term. So what do I mean by that? Say, for example's sake, you have a bad night. You feck over all the security who have to go home early. You feck over the DJs, all that. There's sometimes an inclination for the promoter not to pay people. The fact of the matter is, the mistake is on your part, not those part that invested their hours and their time into you. So you have to look after people. And the reason being is because they'll respect you. Yes, you made a mistake, but you looked after everybody and you took the blame on your shoulders. And on that basis, they'll give you a chance for going forward. Whereas if you bullshit people, you know, you messed up and you give 100 different excuses and you say, oh, look, I can't pay you because of this, and I can't do that because of that. Everybody will just see right through you and go, not only did you not deliver on your work, but you're not delivering on our promises, and we can't trust you. We're not working with you. So that's something so, so important, that you have to be upfront, you have to apologize, and you have to see people right, and you have to think long term, because in promoting, and I suppose this is kind of the next one, is everybody's thinking short term, and so the competitive edge comes from thinking long term. Everybody's trying to make a quick buck, so they're all fighting over each other for today's cash, and they're not thinking about tomorrow's cash, or they're not thinking about next week's cash. But if you do that, that's where you get your competitive edge. You let everybody worry about today while you're plotting for tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, you're so far ahead of the game that you can start concentrating on the next day. And they're playing catch up all thereafter. That worked for me like an absolute gem, and I really hope it works for you. There's a flood more other that I could share. I'll leave those with you for now. Use them, implement them, benefit from them, and if there's anything else I can share, don't hesitate to get in touch.